What's up, everybody watching? I'm very excited I could finally take a look at the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild trailer from the Nintendo Switch presentation because I was finally able to pre-order this right here. It's a picture of me walking out of my local GameStop, happy as a pig in shit since I was lucky enough to reserve a Nintendo Switch along with Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Wasn't able to get a hold of the collector's edition, but I am happy with what I have here. Now, what makes this so special to me is this is the first Legend of Zelda open world game that I know of, and I have been a lifelong Legend of Zelda player. As you can see sitting behind me, if you're observant, the first system I ever played Legend of Zelda for was Nintendo NES, the very first Zelda. Played the hell out of both quests. In Zelda 1, I remember having the gold cartridge, moving on to Link 2, Link to the Past, Ocarina of Time, so on and so forth. This series is a complete system seller, and I guess Nintendo is wise to release this with their newest system. Now, I have to admit, I'm going to say this, I'm a little upset about that. I originally asked for a Wii U and received that from my girlfriend last Christmas because I heard Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is coming out for Wii U. I didn't realize it was going to be the Nintendo Switch launch title. So I bought the Wii U based on this game right here. I want to thank my girlfriend yet again for getting me that system because it honestly has proved to be quite a gem, Wii U. I can go back and play those old school Legend of Zeldas that I just told you about in the Nintendo Wii U store. But having it come out on the same day as the Nintendo Switch Breath of the Wild, I mean, it's a little bit dash of salt in my mouth, but I guess it is what it is. Now, cross my fingers, let's see how good this is. From what I've seen so far, this game is graphically phenomenal. That was the only thing I've noticed from screenshots so far. I noticed there was differences in the way the characters looked. I know Link wears a blue tunic, or whatever it is that he's wearing. I forget what it's called, kilt, whatever it is. And that's kind of off base from what I usually am used to. I'm used to Link wearing the custom green, as I am doing right here. Now, I did see the new model for Zelda. I do like the model for Zelda. It's different. I mean, it gives her more of a warrior look. I can go with that. And she does look very empowering, so I want to take a look at this trailer. I've had enough rambling here. Let's go ahead, watch Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild trailer from the Nintendo Switch presentation. Give you my reaction on this as a lifelong fan. Let's lace it up with this headset. Let's give this a go, boys and girls. Wind Waker was the first thing that came to my mind, sailing when I take a look at the ocean. Here we go, the Sword in the Stone. That was in the very first Zelda and it has continued on since. A new look Link here. He doesn't have his little green hat on. What's up with that?
The history of the royal family of Hyrule is also the history of the Calamity Ganon, a primal evil that has endured over the ages.
Calamity Ganon, interesting way of putting it. Wow. Looks like real villages are coming in. We covered a lot of ground from previous Zeldas. There's the sails.
The look on your face tells me that you have no recollection of me, however.
I think you are now ready. Ready to hear what happened 100 years ago.
Wow.
Everything I've done up until now.
I'm calling flashback on
all
that.
for nothing.
Goron's voice. Fairies.
You must save her. My daughter.
King of Hyrule.
Open your eyes.
Oh, they're open. They're open for this. 3/3/2017, the day I will receive the Nintendo Switch and Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. This trailer absolutely caught my attention. It made me very happy to know I reserved this system and purchased this for Nintendo Switch instead of just, I guess, taking a step back and purchasing it for Wii U, which also releases on the same day. Kind of funny how they released the Wii U version and the Switch version on the same day. But I'm very happy that I got a hold of the Switch, and I'm going to be able to play this on the Switch. That's the first thing that comes to mind here. Because after you make that kind of purchase, and this is the game that sells the system, you want to take a look and see if it's all worth it. Now, looking at the graphics, I love the cartoon-style graphics. I love the cartoon-style graphics in Wind Waker. The graphics in this looks absolutely phenomenal. The open world feel is something I cannot wait to explore in this game. Look, the change-ups that they made to Link, I'm unsure of at this point. We have to play the game and see how it goes. You're always used to Link wearing his green hat, Link wearing his green tunic. We're going to call it a tunic since I'm not exactly sure what it is. Now he's wearing the custom blue. You're used to Zelda in the pink dress. I know they're also going to be releasing a new amiibo of Zelda, the new style Zelda. I'd like to get a hold of that too. I saw that one on Twitter. Taking a look at this, it looks like they covered a lot of ground from all of the Zeldas. Like, I saw a lot of things that reminded me of Ocarina of Time, reminded me of Wind Waker, reminded me of Twilight Princess. I like how Zelda games continue to take you back to give you the feel of the older Zeldas. It's like a continuance of the story. Another thing I noticed was they didn't really mention Ganondorf specifically. They mentioned it as an evil force in a way. So I'm interested to learn more about that as this game comes out with the limited knowledge that we do have of it at this point in time. So 3/3/2017 really can't come soon enough because I usually focus on playing Blizzard games. Seeing this brought me back into Nintendo games and got me going back and experiencing the old school Zelda games in anticipation for Breath of the Wild. Nintendo has invested a ton of money, most of their resources from what I've heard, into Zelda Breath of the Wild. So this one is kind of a make or break title for them, and Nintendo always seems to deliver when it comes down to those kind of things. Especially in a Zelda launch title, they know their backs are against the wall and they need to deliver in this. I expect this game to deliver, especially as a system launch game. They went with that over a Mario Brothers. Think about that for a second. I know Mario Odyssey is going to be coming out, and that's going to be around holidays 2017. So this one needs to step it up. Everything I've seen so far basically says this game is going to deliver, and at this point we just have to wait and see. Graphically gorgeous is what I can't get over how beautiful the graphics are in this game. Let's hope the rest of the Nintendo Switch delivers, because I do expect this game to. That is my personal opinion. and reaction to the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild trailer from the Nintendo Switch presentation 2017. Everybody, if you like these videos, throw them a thumbs up, throw me a sub. But I really want to hear in the comment section, this one, I really want to hear in the comment section what you are all thinking of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild so far. Is it going to deliver? I mean, we had Skyward Swords. That one, a great game, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it lived up to quite the Zelda name. Twilight Princess certainly did, but this one needs to really deliver. Will this game deliver, guys? Let me know that in the comment section. As always, I appreciate you all watching. Also, let me know if you're hyped for Nintendo Switch. If you placed your reservation for Nintendo Switch down, is this system something that is worth getting in your opinion? Over this game specifically. Everybody, thank you for watching. We are done with this video. Have a good day or night, wherever you are. I'll see you in the next one. Later.